Shalom, everyone, and welcome back. This coming Shabbos, we are reading the portion of Truma in the Torah on Shabbos. Truma means offerings which were given by the people to the Holy Temple, and they were used for various means, various purposes in the temple, from the sacrifices to the Kohanim. In Hebrew, we call this Bedek Habayis, for the purposes of the temple. And they were told to give gold and silver and copper, and they were to give it to their heart's content. And while many obligations, such as the half a shekel, were only a half a shekel, Truma could be given as much as they wanted. And indeed, the Jewish people are known as a people of givers. Jewish people love giving, not just charity in terms of money, but they give of ourselves, they give of our time. We are dedicated, and indeed the world has become better because of the generosity of the Jewish people in fields such as medicine and academia and in politics and in every field you can imagine. Jewish people have been there, and Jewish people continue to contribute in so many incredible ways. It's not uncommon to find Jewish people at the heights of fields such as academia or in law or in medicine, or fields that are really fields where we give and we're able to make a major contribution to humanity. I tell the story that when Dr. Jonas Salk discovered the polio vaccine, which revolutionized the world, literally, before Jonas Salk, which was around the 1950s, early 1950s, if I'm not mistaken, polio was a scourge. It was terrible. It was like COVID today. People got it left and right. They got it all over the place. I was born in 1950, and I remember as a youngster marching into the gymnasium of our school, our local school, and being given a little shot glass with a little liquid, which was the oral vaccine, which was developed by Albert Sabin in Toronto, as a matter of fact, after the polio vaccine of Jonas Salk. And Sabin was also a Jew. Salk was a Jew. Sabin was a Jew. And we all marched in, and after that, nobody got polio anymore. Polio was unheard of. In fact, today, polio is virtually unheard of. Once in a while, you hear about somebody getting polio, but it's a very, very rare thing. And they only get it in third world countries where they don't have the vaccine. It was an amazing thing. I had friends who had polio. My own mother-in-law had polio when she was younger. It was a scourge. People today can't understand it, polio, but today everyone's vaccinated from polio, and it's a part of our life. So when it came time for Jonas Salk to get the royalties for this remarkable discovery, he refused. He didn't want to patent it because he said that the vaccine belonged to humanity, and it was his gift to humanity. Can you imagine how much money he could have made if he got a patent on the polio vaccine? He would be a multi-gazillionaire, but he chose to give it to humanity. It was a gift to humanity by Jonas Salk, and for that same reason, the entire Jewish people, the gifts of the Jewish people, are given to humanity without any price tag, or usually without any price tag at all. It's incredible that the founders and the leaders of Pfizer and so many of the other companies that are coming out with the vaccine for COVID are also Jewish people. It's a remarkable thing. So humanity has a great deal to thank the Jewish people for, but at the same time, it's part of the Jewish ethos. It's who we are, and it's what we do. And it's our pleasure to give to humanity and make humanity that much better because of it. And as an individual, we have the opportunity to give as well, to help the poor, to help the needy, and to help the world, to make the world into a better place. As we say, tikkun olam, to make the world into a better place for everyone, not just for us, but for the whole of humanity. And that is really the gift of the Jewish people to the world. Candle lighting, the Shabbos will be at 5:24. I want to remind you all that Purim, the holiday of Purim, which is the most festive holiday of the whole year, is coming up on Monday night, March the 6th. We are having in the evening a grand Purim party with the Megillah reading, pizza and salads for everybody. There's no charge. It should be a wonderful evening. We'll have good security that night, so you don't have to worry about your safety or anything like that. Starting at 5 o'clock, we're going to be having a special program for children, and we encourage you, bring your children. They're going to have a wonderful time. Bring them in costume. The theme this Purim in University City is Purim in the Palace, and we're going to be dressing up and serving food that is done in the palace. Of course, Monday night pizza. I don't know if they had pizza in the palace. Maybe they did. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be having a Megillah reading at 6:30 in the morning with our morning service, and then a late reading at 4 o'clock, followed by a Purim meal with special comedic entertainment. Shalom Sherman from San Diego is going to be entertaining. We'll have wonderful food, and we'll really have a great time. We're also going to be having a late reading on Monday night at 8:30, if you can't make it the earlier reading. So we look forward to having you all on Purim. If you'd like to contribute towards our Shalach Manas campaign so that we'll send out Shalach Manas to you and your friends, you can do that online at ChabadUC.org. You'll see the link to Purim, and we encourage you to participate and join together for this most festival of occasions. Shalom, and have a good Shabbos.